Hey everyone, welcome to a Yogi's Diary. Today's diary entry is a yoga flow for beginners. So, this is a practice where we are going to coordinate our movement with the breath. You can practice this in the morning or you can do it at any other point of the day when you need a pick me up. So, instead of grabbing that cup of coffee, you can just roll out your mat and practice this session. So, if you're ready, let's begin by coming on to our mats and coming into a balasana or child's pose. So you can open up your knees just a bit and very gently start to walk your hands forward, spreading out the fingers and bringing your forehead onto the mat. Now, if this is not a very comfortable position for you, feel free to stack one fist on top of the other and allow the forehead to come right on top. So you can choose the position you're most comfortable in and just relax in this very relaxing position of balasana. So spread out those fingers, see if you can press the elbows into the mat. Allow your hips to sink down towards the feet and breathe. Each time you inhale, think of taking in fresh energy into the body. And each time you exhale, breathe out all your tiredness and exhaustion. Inhaling positive energy and exhaling out all the negative energy. Inhale a deep breath in, filling your lungs up. And exhale, breathe it all out. Taking a few more breaths as you inhale. And give out a long exhalation. Just allow the body to sink down into the mat. Let gravity do its job. And then slowly, when you feel ready, start walking your hands back towards the knees, sitting up in Vajrasana, bringing the knees together. And I'm just going to face the camera so you can see me clearly. So just place your hands on your knees, sitting up nice and tall. And let's begin with a few neck rolls. So bring your chin down towards the chest. As you inhale, bring your ear over the left shoulder. Looking up as you start exhaling and bring your right ear over the right shoulder. Inhaling, chin to chest. Ear over the shoulder. Exhaling, dropping the head back. Right ear, right shoulder. Last round. Inhale, chin to chest. Keep inhaling as the ear comes over the left shoulder. Exhale, looking up. And bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Bring your head down. Let's reverse the position. So we're doing half a round of inhalation and half a round of exhalation. Bring your right ear to the right shoulder. Looking up. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to chest. If you find it difficult to breathe the way I'm saying, just breathe normally. Inhaling, ear over the right shoulder. Exhaling as you look up. Keep exhaling. Bring the left ear over the left shoulder. Inhale, chin to chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, looking up. Left ear, left shoulder. And then gently drop your head down. Good. Looking straight ahead. Just do a few shoulder circles just to loosen out any tightness that might have developed through the day or while you were sleeping at night. And letting go of all that tension or soreness. Just relaxing your shoulders completely. So about 5 of these in each direction. And then release. Alright, so I'm going to come back into my position over here. Now coming onto your hands and knees. Opening up those knees nice and wide. Toes pointing away. Let's begin with a few box extension and thread the needle. So as you inhale, lift your left arm up, and as you exhale, take your left arm through the right arm, bringing your left shoulder down, head down. And inhale again, lift up, take your arm all the way up towards the sky. As you exhale, take your left arm through this gap over here, bring your left shoulder down, head down, just for a moment. And last time, inhale, take your arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, take your arm through, bringing your left shoulder onto the mat, side of the head on the mat, and come back onto your left hand. Let's do the right side. So as you inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky, opening your right wing. Exhale, breathing it all out, bring your right shoulder down, head comes down. And again, inhale, take your right arm up, reach up. Exhale, take that arm through the gap, bringing your right shoulder down, side of the head down. Last time, inhale, big movement, a huge circle with that arm. Exhale, taking the arm right through, all the way, bringing your shoulder down, head down, and then slowly coming back onto both your hands. All right, and now just curl your toes. Take one leg back, the right leg. Take your left leg back. Come into a plank position just for a moment, and then go into your downward facing dog. So since this is the first downward facing dog of our session, it's really nice to maybe pedal out your legs, bending one knee at a time, alternating. And while you bend one knee, try and press the opposite heel into the mat. So let's just do this a few times. Remember to take a few deep breaths. Lifting the hips as high up as you can. So if you're not too comfortable keeping your legs straight, feel free to bend them. But remember to keep the back nice and straight, hips lifted. So you can choose to either keep them straight or bent. And then lift your heels as high up as you can and lower the heels down. Lift them up and lower them as close to the mat as your body allows you to take them. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. Just stay here for a few breaths. Spreading out those fingers, pressing down through your fingertips. Moving the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing. Draw your abdomen in. And now taking tiny steps as you walk your feet forward, bringing your feet somewhere between your hands, and just stay there, keeping your hands in front of your feet. If this feels a little too much for the legs, you can always feel free to bend your knees slightly, allowing the head to just hang there. And then And then as you inhale, sweep your arms up, lift your hands, bring your hands into a prayer position, looking at your hands. And as you exhale, bring your palms together in front of the chest, folding forward from the crease of your hips, and bring the hands down in front of your feet. As you inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, go all the way down, and inhale, take your right leg back, take your left leg back. And going down completely into a vinyasa. I'm not doing the chaturanga, but it's a simpler version of just coming all the way down. And then lifting up into your cobra. As you inhale, spread out your fingers. As you exhale, curl those toes, lift up and go into your downward facing dog. Again, holding this position for a good 4 to 5 breaths. Stay there. Thinking of lengthening your spine. Hold it there, hips lifted. And then going into a 3-legged dog with the right leg. So lift your right leg up, as high up as you can take it. And then bend your knee in towards your chest as you take a big step and bring your right foot forward next to the right hand. Bring that left knee down to the mat. Coming into your low lunge, a lovely hip opener. Just surrender the hips down towards the mat. Roll your shoulders back, looking up. Hold this position for a couple of breaths. And then as you inhale, reach your arms forward, lift them up, join them above your head, and see if you can arch your back, maintaining that front knee at a 90-degree angle. Hold it there. And then separate your arms, reach forward with your hands, bring your hands down to the side of the foot, curl the left toes, lift the leg, take your right leg back, coming into a plank just for a moment, preparing to allow the body to go all the way down. Point your toes away, inhale, lift up into a cobra. Exhale, curl your toes, go into your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, and stay there as you breathe. Long back, long spine extending through the crown of your head towards the mat. See if you can allow the head and chest to come lower down. And now for the left side, three-legged dog. Inhale, lift your left leg as high up as you can. Bring the knee towards the chest. Take a big step, bring your left foot next to your left hand. Right knee comes down. And you're in your low lunge, or variation of Anjaneya Asana. Focus on lowering your right thigh down, opening the hip joints, and breathe. And then as you inhale, reach your arms forward and up for Anjaneya Asana. Bring your palms together if you can. And then arch your back and breathe, lifting the chest up. Pressing down into the front foot. Separate the arms, reach forward, bring your hands down, curl the toes at the back, lift the right leg, take your left leg back in your plank position or high plank, and then slowly lower yourself down all the way to the mat. Toes point away as you inhale, lift into the cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And hold it there. Deep breaths. And now lift your right leg up once again. Hold it there. See if you can lift up nice and high. And then bend the knee as you turn the hips out, but keep your shoulders square. Straighten the leg. Bend. Straighten 3 times. Bend. Straighten. And take a big step. Bring your right foot forward again, next to the right hand. Left knee comes down. And hold this position. Hold it there and breathe. And now slowly standing up in this position. Bring your arms out to the side. Press into your right foot as you exhale, twist to your right. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, come back to the center. Lift your arms up. And exhale, bring your arms all the way down onto the mat. Curl the toes, lift the leg, take your right leg back. Come into a plank. As you exhale, go down completely. Inhale, lift up into the cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold this position. Move your shoulders away from the ears and breathe. Remember to draw that abdomen in and lift your hips up. Now moving on to the left leg. As you inhale, lift your left leg up, high up. Maybe go onto your toes for the right foot. And then bending this left knee 3 times. As you turn the hip out, bringing your left heel close to your right buttock and straighten. And bend. And straighten. Bend and straighten. And then inhale, take a big step and bring your left foot forward next to your left hand. Point the right toes away, coming into a low lunge and breathing. Remember that the front knee is always at a 90-degree angle. And then as you inhale, reach your arms up and then to the side, As you exhale, twist to the left with open arms. And inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist to the right, pressing into your front foot for balance. And inhale back to the center. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, go forward and bring your hands down to the mat. Curl the toes at the back. Take your left leg back. And then going down into vinyasa. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, the last downward facing dog of today. Opening the feet. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Check that your elbows are pointing down towards the mat. And there's not too much pressure on the heel of your palms, but really pressing into the fingertips. And then take a few tiny steps, bringing your feet forward. Again, between your hands. Relaxing the head. Separate out your toes and make a nice wide V with your feet and sit down into Malasana, or the squatting position, or the garland pose. Sitting there with as straight a back as you can keep. If this is something that is not very comfortable for you because of too much pressure on the knees, feel free to keep something under the heels, a rolled up towel or a cushion, so your heels don't go all the way down to the mat but still remain supported. And then from here, bring your hands down and roll back, lying down, spreading out your fingers. So your fingers just about feel the heels of your feet. We're going to be lifting up for the bridge or Setubandha Sarvangasana. So take a deep breath and inhale, lift your hips up. Now you can tuck your shoulders under your back a bit. And for those of you who want to try this, you can interlock your fingers under the back and keep them pressed into the mat. Lifting that chest up to the chin, hips up higher, and breathe. Feel the chest opening up. And gently spread out your fingers back on the mat as you slowly roll the back down, one vertebrae at a time, starting with the upper back, middle back, lower back, and the hips come down. Just bring both the knees and feet together, arms into a T. Just a gentle twist before we end today's session, dropping both the knees to the left and turning the head to the right. Couple of breaths. And then bring your knees back to the center. Drop both the knees to the right. Turn your head to the left. And breathe. And then slowly bring them back to the center. So let's end our session for today by just opening up the feet as wide as the mat. Bring your arms out to the side, palms facing up. And we're just going to focus on the breath today. So let the toes fall outward so you're nice and comfortable. And as you inhale, think of taking a deep yogic breath or a deep abdominal breath where you lift the abdomen all the way up like a nice big balloon. And every time you exhale, the abdomen goes down. So let's do about 4 of these breaths. Inhale on 1, 2. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale on 1, 2. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale on 1, 2. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale on 1, 2. Exhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. keep breathing deeply. And then slowly bring your feet and legs together. Lift your arms over your head. Give your body a good long stretch. Stretching your arms up, legs down. Exhale, release the arms to the side. Take your time, turn over to one side. And then slowly press into your palm as you lift up, letting the head come up right at the end and coming into a comfortable cross-legged position. So just sitting in a comfortable position with a straight back. Let's end our practice by chanting Om. So take a deep breath in. Om. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namah Shivaya. And you can slowly open your eyes. So I hope you enjoyed this practice. You're feeling invigorated and yet calm. So until next time, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep practicing.